Create yourself a new world, big or small, but make it beautiful. The Property Show brings you beautiful spaces, exquisite construction ideas, easy style interior designing, and we bring you up to date with the industry. It's fresh, it's inspiring, it's The Property Show. Now showing on The Property Show. Proudly associated with Roofings.
Bonsoir, or good evening. Welcome to the Property Show this week. Edwin Masime is my name. Of course, special thanks to House of J, in which we set up our studio this week. We've got so much lined up for you this week. First and foremost, I need to appreciate all of you that are getting to love the Property Show like you're loving it. You're helping us push the real estate industry forward and, of course, pushing forward the whole campaign of better living and quality living. Again, I remind us, it's the Christmas season coming up and the Property Show wants to give back to many of you. So if you want to win some household products courtesy of many of our partners, please get onto our Facebook page. You first of all have to be a fan and part of the family of the Property Show, and then get 10 people to like our page and you automatically enter our raffle draw. Special thanks to all our sponsors, our official associate sponsors, Roofings Uganda Limited, with the very best products, of course, strengthening the nation, and Lamudi. Congratulations, Lamudi, making 1 year. And what more to say? Let's enjoy the ride today.
Today on The Property Show.
And it's now our property update, where we get to just bring you to speed to what's happening in the industry. Last week, for 2 days, Area Uganda hosted the real estate conference for East Africa, where the theme was in terms of moving the real estate industry forward in the East African region. Day one, they began with a training for many participants in terms of the real estate industry knowledge. Day two, we had the Minister of Housing and Urban Planning coming through to give a very candid talk, and he mentioned quite a number of key aspects. And then, of course, Scott Panella all the way from the US. But let's take a look at the highlights of what took place at the Area Uganda Real Estate Conference and Expo this year.
What are you doing? I'm in real estate. Where is your office? In my briefcase. Where you find me is where my office is. It can't work. We have come up with a set of rules. We are prescribing a certain set of conduct for being a member, for being recognized as a real estate agent, so that you can protect your names, so that you can protect the profession. You're talking about professionalizing real estate business. That's what we are going to do. And the law is going to come out so that all this, whoever is in this business knows that is protected by policy, by law, and things must move in a certain order. Because even when you go to revenue collection, the clearing and forwarding agents are properly registered. You don't just wake up and say, I'm now a clearing and forwarding agent. No. My ministry's commitment to work in close partnership with all of you to ensure that the outcome of this conference and expo will create awareness about the real estate sector so that we can be in a position, one, to grow and develop this business. Two, create opportunities in the sector. Three, create the badly needed employment in the country. And I've been told in many countries, if you have got a problem with your economy, if you have got a problem with unemployment, put your money in housing. Put your money in housing. And take advantage of the forward and backward linkages and associated multiplier effects. So for us as a government, we are looking at you as our partners to solve some of the problems that are bothering us today. Unemployment. I want to call upon the media to help us and give publicity to the work that the sector is doing. Oftentimes I have a problem. When I give a good submission like the one I have just given, I'll never see it in the papers. I'll never see it in the papers. When somebody asks me a stupid question, if somebody comes up with a stupid question, I'll take headlines. So that even those who may think nothing is happening, at least can be assured that there are people who are taking off time to think about their problems and they are generating solutions. In politics, if you cannot deliver on what is expected of you, at least create hope. And let everybody know that somebody is creating hope for all of us.
Quickly! Mom's coming! Cover it! Aha!
Gundi nawe, is that any way to cover?
When you have to cover something, cover it the right way. Only Roofings iron sheets have double coating that give them a much longer life and are made with Japanese technology for best quality right here in Uganda. With Roofings iron sheets, we've got you covered. Roofings, strength of a nation.
The Bird's Eye, brought to you by Roofings. The Bird's Eye was brought to you by Roofings.
Roofings, strength of a nation.
Still to come,
Today I'm hosting a panel of experts from different fields but serving the same industry, that's the real estate industry.
been around places in Kampala? Well, this week on The Property Show, we visit a place considered to have Kampala's best view. This property's view gives you a roving glimpse of the vast array of real estate wealth in Buziga and the amazing breezy scenery of the very beautiful Lake Victoria. The Cassia Lodge makes it as our property of the week. It stands elegantly high up on Buziga Hill, sparing no view from the top. No wonder it's a favored destination for tourists from across the world. Rated as one of the most impressive properties in Kampala, the Cassia Lodge gives a true sense of pure paradise in the African Pearl. You simply fall in love with the romantic experience of nature versus human presence at the property. The safari-styled suites have been designed with a strong African presence. What an amazing experience, with a bedroom that gives you a swooping view of Lake Victoria from the balcony. The suite presents you with a special magic interior design featuring the African touch. Its beauty is indescribably wonderful to the eye. Sweet-to-feel floors, an exquisite choice of wall paints gives you an even more spectacular interior presence. A simply beautiful living experience within a peaceful setting with stunning established gardens and well-positioned on the Buziga prestigious foothill. And to crown it all, the majestic, footnoted swimming pool at the side yard gives you the peak of a zenith living experience.
It is the Property Talk, and of course today I'm hosting a panel of experts from different fields but serving the same industry, that's the real estate industry. And first and foremost, we talk to Elton, Tateru Properties, one of the brands that has significantly put its footprint in terms of quality. Where do you think the real estate industry is moving towards?
Thank you, Edwin. I think the best is yet to come for the Uganda real estate market. We're beginning to see a lot of inquiries, especially on the industrial side. Hospitality, and so for us, we've positioned ourselves as the real realtors in terms of lettings, in terms of people looking for houses to buy, commercial space to develop, and we're seeing a lot of excitement in tourism and also industrial space as people position themselves for the oil boom that is coming.
And there's a lady among us, the gentleman, and Edith Akrut. She's with Property Services Limited. Edith, Property Services, you're involved heavily in commercial and retail space. By your observation, where is the direction of the industry? Where are we moving towards?
Thank you, Edwin. Thank you so much for having me on your show. I am representing Property Services. We are a large brand dealing mainly in commercial, retail, residential warehousing and showroom space all over Kampala and about 15 kilometers away from the city as well. I think in terms of commercial and retail space, we are tending to move more to commercial blocks instead of standalone houses, which has been the characteristic of Uganda's market right now. And we are definitely progressing. There's so many businesses coming in from abroad, from Kenya, from Europe, looking for office space. So it's the way to go.
And again, we've got Jerome. I kept saying Jerome, French Jerome, but he's Jerome. That's Jerome Richards, Richard Mukasa. This of Jerome Richards, involved in residential lettings, sales and management. Jerome, the industry of, when you talk about, traditionally we know brokers, but broker. This area has had its share of challenges, but aside from the challenges, your experience in that industry, you're the expert in that industry. Where are we headed to?
Okay, thank you, Edwin, for having me on your show. And I bring you greetings from Jerome Richards, the team. We've been around 10 years. Now, regarding the brokerage business in Uganda, where we're headed, it's going to reach a time when these brokers are going to be, they'll be gotten rid of, and we're headed for professional management really in the industry. And I must say, the future looks bright and everything will be good. And especially for these developers who are coming into the country, putting up new developments. So I pretty much know that we'll be getting work to do. And for most of us, our professions will be really recognized. Yes, we're headed for the right direction.
Now we get to ask Engineer Katerega Swale, who is the CEO of Binder Properties, as well as Kesco Construction. Now, Engineer Swale Kateriga.
Yes.
You've been in this industry for quite a long time.
Yeah, now 10 years.
10 whole years, a whole decade of serving
Since
the industry.
2004, October 24th.
Give us the roadmap. Where are we headed to as an industry?
Yeah, roadmap is better because now I want to thank first NTV and your program. I want to thank also Lamudi. I want to thank generally Ugandans because now when I started 2004, people was not understanding is to buy land to get a land title. It was thinking about to be banja and rent where is working, but at least now there is improvement. People is looking for to buy the land and to put at least a small house because to rent is not easy, and people now is understand about the building houses and to buy property at least and the value. Because you can take somebody to like Nakaseke, you advise him to buy land for farming. You can talk to him to buy Nakaseke is better. You can farming maize. You can be rich. Like South Africa, people is looking for farming, and people is coming here to look for farming, commercial farming. And Uganda is now started to make commercial farming. When you go in Nakaseke, when you go in Mitiana, when you go in Masaka, and especially like Uganda region here, central region, people is understanding now even farming. People is understanding to look for lands. Last time people was looking for money to put in the banks, but at least this time people mobilizing money and make an installment to buy a house.
Now, soon to come, we will be having each of these experts giving us a little more insight in what they think about the industry, the roadmap, and where we are going to. But on the team right now, we've just been having Jerome Richards, who's given us a good analysis of what he feels the industry is like from his perspective. And of course, Mr. Engineer Kateriga Swale, who has equally given us some good foresight and hindsight of where the retail market is like in terms of real estate, and of course Nationwide Property Services Limited for the great work you're doing in Tateru. I should say I love your properties. They're amazing. And guys, thank you, and we should be contacting you very soon to get more insight, courtesy of Lamudi, who we congratulate upon celebrating 1 year of putting together. The amazing thing about Lamudi is we need to try to correct this. Lamudi is not a brokerage agency. They're not an agency. They're actually a unifying factor in the real estate industry. They are bringing people like these together, different players together, which is an amazing thing. Get to visit them on lamudi.co.ug for amazing things. It's the Property Talk. It's the Property Show.
Why not try out Lamudi, Uganda's best search engine for properties? You simply snap, upload, and share with the world on your computer or mobile. Download the app on Google Play or the App Store. Make searching fun with Lamudi today.
Well, all beautiful journeys always have to come to an end, and today's journey on the Property Show comes to an end. But I just want to encourage you, in order to join the fun and join the family of the Property Show and inspire your new world of living, you've got to be a fan on our Facebook page. Hashtag get into Property Show Uganda. Like our page, visit the website where you get lots of insight and lots of the latest trends in the industry. And guess what? You can be a part of entering the raffle draw to win household products and gifts this Christmas season. If you can get 10 people to actually like the Facebook page for the fans of the Property Show, you automatically enter the draw. And in case you want to sponsor any of the segments on the show, please get in touch with us on our hotlines. And it's the Property Show, where we make real estate sense. Special thanks to House of J and of course our associate sponsors, Roofings Uganda Limited and Lamudi. Until next week, from the crew and the team here, we say have a good time, live inspired, stay blessed. It's the Property Show, where we make sense of the real estate industry. Bon nuit.
Next week on The Property Show.
Registered land is titled land, is chapel land. And anything not registered is a chibanja.
Another summer day has come and gone away in Paris and Rome, but I want to go home.